Everybody online.
No.
Pardon?
Test.
Yes, test speaker and mic.
Okay. Speak and talk. Do you hear everything?
Speak and what? There's not something.
Review.
There we go.
Got it. We're good.
All right, I'll
6 o'clock.
to order at 6 o'clock on the button.
Yeah.
All right, give roll call, please.
Member Smith. Present. Member Shefty.
Sure.
Member Preston. Member Quirk.
Here.
Member Cluck.
Here.
Chairman Renda.
Here.
All right.
All right then, and take a look at the minutes from July 6th, 2023 Appearance Commission meeting. Are there any changes, alterations, things that need to be fixed? No. Okay, well, I kind of noticed something that was like that. This thing is stupid.
Not in decision.
It said Chairman swore in the applicant, Joe Peters. Am I supposed to be swearing? Am I supposed to be swearing? Really? Where's the Bible?
Well, I think it's not hearing.
No.
Speaker. So I'll take that.
I didn't think so. I was like, am I missing something?
Yeah, no, we don't have a hearing here, so no, we don't need to swear.
All right. And then on page 4, it says member Cluck stated that the risk for Mr. Peters is that assault would be. There's nothing else. That's an important minutes in your opinion. I don't know what you said.
It could be damaging to the windows.
Yeah, it's
That's about-
damaging. I'll do it. You can get it in.
All right, then all in favor with the changes, we'll just do it. All in favor of the changes and then approving the minutes for the 2023 appearance meeting, July 6th, 2023 appearance commission meeting, say aye. Aye. Aye, and against it? Okay, so moving. And we'll move on, or is everybody here for something that's on the agenda? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the agenda. All right, cool. All right, we'll go to regular business then, case 2324. Sign variance for Goodman Insurance at 18033 Martin Avenue. And if you could kind of introduce it.
I will understand. Dan here, I don't know where I wrote from. I know there's no member thing, but it was recorded, so. This is an application for 18033 Martin Avenue, which is Goodman Insurance, and the applicant is Jeff Goodman. The applicant is requesting signage on a frontage that faces north, which you can actually see from here. That doesn't face a public right of way. Actually, the business currently doesn't face any public right of way because we closed the Martin Avenue from Martin Avenue Square back in 2015. And so there is no actual visibility for the signage. There's also another street directly in front of the current sign. So this requires a variance because it's not on a public right of way, even though it's visible from a public right of way.
Mr. Goodman? Jeff, hi Jeff. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about or explain to us?
Just, all really
You
good.
mind, well, here,
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
I
had like a picture.
Oh, we should show it. I think we
Basically,
high.
Basically, it's just taking the same sign and moving it from the west facing wall to the north facing wall. Currently, it's blocked by a tree, and there's no traffic there anyway. So the only way people would see it is if it was on this side anyway. And I wanted to update it, so it was like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation. And it felt like it was time. So I mean, I've got a picture of it, but it's the same, like, casing, it's just a new, facing of it.
It's 4x8.
Yeah, I'm not changing that thing, I'm just changing the sign itself that goes in there, it's just outdated.
Kind of a white part, kind of a sign part.
Yeah, well, that's it, yeah, perfect, yeah. Color. Yeah, that's just exactly.
All right, thanks. Any discussion, questions, anything the commission would like to talk about?
No, I actually think it's a good idea, because it's a beautiful tree and kind of, got to go up there after the fact.
Yeah,
So it's great and green, but it's blocking your advertising, it's doing no good, except for when late fall comes and all winter long.
Yeah, but no one sees it anyway, because it's too cold, but yeah.
Right, exactly. So winter fest.
Even that's something.
Yeah, I would just mention, Jeff, that you're missing some capping on that wall. I'm showing just a piece of flashing at the very top, so you may want to consider.
I do watch that film, so I'm gonna mention it. Are you saying the lights?
Yeah, you see it here on the north wall, right above where your sign is. So yeah, it's probably you're going in the front door now.
It's that stuff that runs on top of the brick.
Yeah.
Okay.
See right there, it's definitely moving. Okay. So see,
I didn't even notice that.
so I would, yeah, obviously have a landlord that will suggest that you
Yeah,
does that, because not only for your business, but for business at the village hall as well. Okay. And a lot of people all around come and market for the farmers market and downtown events and things.
yeah.
That's
I absolutely.
I'm just-
I will mention it.
Thanks. So you don't own the business, somebody else.
I own the business.
I'm sorry, you don't own the book.
Correct.
Okay. And first of all, I think it's a great idea. You come and, let's cut down the tree. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, when you see your, you gotta have some recognition of your business. I do have one other sort of related issue, and that is the signs that you have, the plastic tent like ones that sit on the ground. What's the status of those?
I don't. But use those are helpful to advertise because I'm in such a crazy spot. It used to be a street, with traffic and now it's not. So it was actually a very good feedback from people that say, oh, on the south side, I didn't even know we were here. And it's like, yeah.
Here's my resolution. I can understand how they would, bring traffic to your door and certainly that's what you want to do. But everybody in the village would want to have that kind of, if that were an okay thing, let's put it that way, that were approved use of signage and displays, and things like that, that everybody and their brother in the village would like. Bicycle shop, Mary's help on it. They'd all want to have on the sidewalk, or in fact, in your case, on the street, they want to have advertising that says go in there, which is what yours does. So I guess I have some, I guess I have the reservations. Not about the big stuff, but about the small stuff.
It really helps me out in the spot I'm over here on. I just really kind of need them.
Angela, is there anything in ordinance or anything preventing that or that additional side?
There are actually a lot of businesses that use them, downtown. I can think of quite a few, especially on the road that use them, so I have to wait for the time code to see what the regulation is, but we would have to. Everyone to do them? Oh, yeah, the business directly across the street has one. Couple other businesses on Ridge, the businesses on Martin, they have them. It was more visible, I think, because it's not right in front of his business and he must have to the street, which is probably why you see it more. But, yeah, I can count the number of things.
No.
So, yeah, I can look into the code and see that.
I have no more questions about the sign on the wall.
All right, Commissioner Smith.
I would only be repeating what everybody already said, but I can say too, just for myself as a business owner, I to use an A-frame out in front of my business and do see the value in that as well. So, and it does draw in people. So I would be interested myself, Angela, in that sign code to make sure that we're staying within that as well. But, yes, so that would be my only add-on to that part of the discussion.
Thank you. Personally, I don't really have a problem with it. Any signs out there, I see them. A little bit. Yeah.
But the matter that we're speaking of today is only addressing the walls. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
But you can look into that and
This is being specifically, you know,
the sign that's gonna go on the back of the sign, is that gonna be a lit sign anyway?
I have a quote for both ways. However, I haven't decided, I kind of lean at no, actually,
Okay.
probably just no. And because I don't have electric, it's gonna turn into like,
It would get electricity backlit or even above the stand or something.
yeah, and I feel like there's enough light out there anyway, just with the regular lights that are on, that I don't think it's needed, so I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I believe it. I honestly, a few weeks ago, I was with my wife of farmer's market, and we were looking at the building and it's kind of in there. Honestly, it's ironically weird, because
I know.
she said, I don't want to roll it, see anybody going in
And
there.
those windows somehow,
Yeah,
it's like a little jail.
so the big sign on the back, it's within the ordinance. I think that's a good idea. I have no problem with it. Be definitely there.
Should have.
Talk to everyone about getting that piece of top put back as that we can fix it. Other than that, no, everything else is fine. I think it's much needed for you, thank business. Especially after what we just talked about a few weeks ago, so.
Yeah, I should have been here a long time ago for that, all right?
Yeah.
Here I am, you know.
All right, well, then, do I have an approval of this, a motion to approve, the sign variance to locate a wall sign at the north face of 18033 Market Avenue, application by Jeff Goodman, William T. Goodman Limited Insurance.
So,
Second? I second. All right, so get a roll call.
who's the first and the second? Good,
First,
first, second, okay, thank you.
get a roll call.
All right, member Seth. Member Shafi. Member Court.
Yes.
Member
Yes.
Seth. Chairman Ryder.
Yes. Congratulations.
all right, thank you.
Oh, thank you, that's a little bit there.
Thanks.
Right, okay. Bye, Karen.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Collins, and was we started the business, that building, right?
We moved around a few different times, started at Raisin, kind of moved around, ended up there, 95.
Okay, that's wonderful. When I used to see him at the restaurant every morning.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It's okay, I'm gonna just keep going.
I was.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Take care. Take it easy.
All right, we'll move on to our next case, case 325, facade improvements, 18027 Dixie Highway, Kwan Kil Kim. Lori, I'm sorry, Lori, Taekwondo, I'm sorry. Angela, introduce.
Mr. Kim, purchased the building, which is formerly by District Brewing, very briefly, very recently, and is renovating the space, dividing it into two separate spaces, one for his private condo and the other to be leased out. In the process, we had planned when we spoke to remove the stucco from the north side of the building, which is in poor repair. Upon removing it, the stucco had destroyed the brick underneath, and you can see there are holes in the brick. There are a lot of issues with it. So the proposal is to apply this same wood material ways to the outside. The other option would be a tender of any color. And he and his contractor are here. So
Oh, so you like to come on up and get anything to add or talk about? Good. Mr. King, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm very excited to open our other location here. So actually, I have a location at Evergreen Park and Madison, Midlothian, and Chicago. This is our big and they're a beautiful building, but we're trying to improve the outside and inside. But today our facility is outside. So we removed all the stucco, and then there was some damage in the brick. So our contractor going to build with 2x4 on it, and then smart siding to all the outside. So there will be our plan, and then it will be explain more detail how we go. So
Okay. You can explain this, I don't think that. What is your name? Mike. Mike, Cahill, welcome, Mike. So yeah, the masonry exterior is in disrepair, so it has to be stripped down, rebuilt the outer width. Cost basis, it's not nice. That's why we offer the smart siding option. It's gonna be just as durable, and in my opinion, it's a little nicer. If you're looking at the historical side of it, the city commons that are up there, they don't need them anymore, and we can't put them back up. So it had to go off with the face brick, which is a colored brick. And, I don't think we'll both apart. Why not? It's just not natural to the building.
Did you say it was different color?
Yeah, face brick would be a color brick, it's probably blonde, white, black, brown. The building was built out of city commons. And they stopped making those in the 80s. There's not any salvageable brick on that wall because of the plaster and the driveway that was installed prior.
Mr. Kim mentioned that you're going to be putting, though the siding is not going directly on the surface, it's going to have.
It's gonna have a 2x4 framework, 2x4 on the flat. For a nail base, 12 inches on center. One, so we can level out the wall. And install cover.
And what about the top of the wall?
The top of the wall we capped with something similar to the metal coping. It's already existing. The color's gonna change depending on the color of the siding.
What's the life expectancy of the siding?
Limited warranty from LP is 50 years. I would say you got 25 to 30 years before you have to paint. The reason I recommend this versus the hardy board, this location, the hardy board not gonna hold up to the parking lot in the winter season here. Hardy board is a cement product, the salt in the winter and the ice, you can get that and rot it. Where the LP smart siding is resistant to it.
I would think the LP siding is going to be more inclined to deteriorate from moisture, especially if you look close. I'm sure you've done the demolition on that wall. The start of, and some Google Earth photo, you can go back to 2007 and see the start of the deterioration of the drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
Where the coping on that parapet wall, where there's a seam on every one. So it wasn't maintenance.
that can happen with the same material and with 2x4 siding, furring up the walls as well.
I agree. But if you can brick, the party board, it's all gonna go the same, it's all up to whoever's maintaining the building.
Mhm.
So we can put brand new coatings up there, no one caulks the joints in 8 years. That's gonna leave.
Right.
Well, why don't we do this one commissioner question at a time? We started with a commissioner chef, so is there anything else you had? Just want to interject before anybody else. The sign table doesn't get pushed, well, I don't know, well, it's too late now. I have nothing to say, thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Butt?
No,
Sorry. Do you have any suggestions for that?
I've seen the brick, it looks bad. It really looks bad.
When we do put, if it's included, all the holes that are in there will be bricked in. So all the rotted out brick, the base and in the middle of the wall, those will be put back up using old reclaimed commons, but not the best of brick, but we can
Well, it's for structure of it, it's a little void, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I've been trying to think of what else is a different alternative, but, to do a mesh concrete skim coat and all of that, you've
Okay,
got.
I was thinking about the hardy board, and another reason to avoid the hardy board is the fragility of it, because that is a dry. So if the car nicks it, it's gonna break. Whereas the LP, it's gonna break, but it's more forgiving. And there was one more. Yeah, but still the facade, we were in talks of removing the chimney. The back of the building.
Okay, yeah, 'cause that's a big cause of problem there.
And it's, instead of, because the siding would go all the way up because of the roof issues and everything else. We were thinking just running the back wall flat, taking out the 3 outlets of the chimney. Bring it below grade, rebar, wire mesh. And that.
Right.
All right, Commissioner Smith?
Well, I think that the product is aesthetically very pleasing and, definitely agree with needs to, that doesn't work. But, how far down does the product go to?
Roughly half an inch to an inch above the asphalt.
Okay,
We had to go out for.
and then what covers that gap there?
Rubber flashings.
I believe that's what. And I've just been trying to zoom in on my pictures and see, the river goes right down the bottom too, so, yeah, okay,
We would have a rubber thing, case the rubber with aluminum. So
okay.
it'd be white metal, or if you would agree to the gray, we match. Whatever. it is.
We should recognize.
Yeah, recommend.
You, okay, Commissioner Chef, you prefer white.
I would think gray would be preferred because gray would be least less inclined to show the dirt.
Bring it, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't want to. So with the gray, just because it looks a lot nicer, we window frame. So all the corners, uppers, lowers would be black. And similar to that. Yes.
Oh, the size center?
You'll- I just put that one up, it's all good. White.
Is it light gray or is it dark gray?
And that, the new construction.
Right, but is it a darker?
Darker
Okay.
Is it similar to that darker gray? Yeah.
No, here's a picture that shows that.
There's a link here, shows the color.
On the east side, there's the color.
Yeah.
It is, no, it's not, it's That one, the counter seal, it's hard to see.
Commissioner Flood, do you have a preference?
I think the darker gray is gonna, not gonna show the dirt as much. That being the north side of the building, it's gonna want to show a lot of dirt and business.
Here it is, under.
Well, yeah, okay, vinyl siding on the north side of the house, it looks terrible.
It's all the house kind of the same way.
Right, so, the darker gray definitely would, it's gonna look bright and sharp for a lot longer before you as the owner are gonna have someone out to power wash it occasionally to prevent the northern buildup of the mold and stuff. Just, and for maintenance of the whole, the longevity, I know you're. Yeah, okay.
It works out.
All right, Commissioner Burke.
Yeah, well, we're talking about color, that terracotta that's on the front side. It's got to be the most beautiful, surface in the world, and it's kind of, it's not kind of, it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, it's really distinctive and very characteristic of Homewood. And that's a characteristic that we've really been trying to, to carry forward, okay? Now, I don't think it's logical at all to say, we want you to put terracotta on the wall, because that's just kind of ridiculous. On the other hand, the color of it, the terracotta is more of a tan than anything. It's not gray, it's not white. And I think it'd be worth your while to take a look at that. You've got a number of colors here. To look at matching that terracotta color, so you really eliminate any sort of real clear line of demarcation between the front and the side. That's my point. And clearly it's going to be your building. So
Is it? I don't know.
actually, we would say, if our former chair were here, Jim Wright, he was really very strong on this point, on the point of we want to make sure that the new services that we put up in Homewood are characteristic or of old Homewood, and that they continue our movement towards having a more consistent one together. Okay?
One of the reasons for the darker color, the darker gray,
Right.
would be to make the front hot. We will be washing that front, clean it up, take all the dirt off of them.
Good.
But as we get contrast inside, the front currently has black windows. We're staying with black.
Yes.
And make that
So
mark.
black frame, like metal window.
That's what's their current.
Yeah.
But just have contrast color to make that front marble pop out.
I guess we should have started by saying, we're really happy we're really happy you're buying this building. We're really happy you're making the changes, the alterations that all of us would say, oh man, that building really needs that, that upgrade, okay, that you're doing. By the way, did you run the Taekwondo facility that used to be on Ridge Road?
No, sir.
Okay, so well then, welcome to home. Really happy to
This is my first time at Homewood.
Good. Yeah, if you need anything, just say a guy over there, his picture is, his name is Harold Felt. I'd be happy to give you just about anything. No, that's that way. So my last question is kind of a more of a detail and kind of, and that is, especially on the east side of the building, you've got a number of big windows that are just kind of boarded up there now.
We plan on those.
We plan on breaking those in, okay.
One of them was turned over to an emergency.
I'm sorry?
One of them was gonna get turned into an emergency door that can reduce the same level. And extend that opening down. This unit's getting split too.
Okay, yeah, it's your building, I didn't like the mic myself, but, and I apologize for making a noisy question, but is there any kind of, that, when you go down that alley, for lack of a better term, that it's kind of narrow in there. And you're right, that the potential for nicking with a car is pretty high. So does it make any sense to have like reinforcement at that height that would, just provide a little extra bumper for a car hitting it? So you don't have that, that damage, let's put it that way.
You could paint install varying angle iron. I'm not sure about a concrete pylon, because I'm not sure about the lot lines there. I don't know how much room you have.
Unlike several other members, I can't make recommendations because I don't do that. I think it'd be a good idea to kind of think about it, and if you can come up with good ideas, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right, well, again, welcome. I'm glad you're here too. I know you own the building outright, correct?
Yes. All right, well, I wasn't completely sure about that. Okay, yeah, I was there today. I was the guy creeping around the building, walking around. You were there. I went around to the back and then looked at the back, and that chimney is in bad shape. I mean, it's gonna crumble and fall. So bringing it down would probably be a great idea. In fact, I was looking at many places there. That hole that was all the way through the building and everything. And I was a little bit concerned at how solid those bricks still were. Although I did find many that were pretty solid.
It's a triple course building.
Oh, that
There's three
layers over it.
Yeah, so what you're seeing is the outer structure of the building, what we would call facade. We can strip that out, no shoring, no nothing, and put whatever we want there.
But that's expensive.
Yes,
Very much
but it's,
expensive.
but structurally, you're not hurting anything until you get second. You can take out the outer or the inner, but once you start getting to that middle course, you're
So does that mean structurally it's the three courses, even though it has some punctures all the way through, but it's still.
the puncture you're seeing all the way through to the back of the building, and that's the rear staircase to the basement. And I believe that was an old entry door that they center block shut. There's center block there, which it should have been at the time the building was built.
So, good luck. As Brian was alluding to, we have to kind of look at what the public would like and look at the aesthetics of the town. Since it's been constructed, we've had a lot of, at least I've had many people complaining to me about the way that looks with the siding up on the current building there. People don't like it. I wish there was another option that you could have for the siding on that building. I'm not a huge fan of putting siding in that building. I wish there was a way to preserve the natural brick. Although I know that's gonna be more than the cost, I'm sure, right, of putting siding in here.
The raw estimate of brick, and if you pick the cheapest brick out there, you're looking close to $300,000.
Yeah, that's not.
And that's not even cost machine.
But we do wanna keep as close to the look of and feel of the downtown area as we can, which is why I think Brian had a very good point that I didn't consider, is trying to make that siding, if we have to put it up there, match the front color as much as possible. Keep continuity. I understand that the contrast that you're looking for is there, but I'm not sure that contrast is going to be very acceptable to everybody in general. For me, I would personally prefer you to come up with something, a color that's much closer to the front, what the marble looks like on the front. I'm one, maybe two voices here. I don't know what everybody else seems like the darker gray. But that's just my opinion. I would prefer it to be something closer to the front. Although I know it's too bad that those bricks are falling apart like that, because I just thought bricks. Beautiful, I understand $300,000 a lot of respect. as opposed to whatever this is gonna cost. So I guess I don't really have any questions. I think we're kind of, at a point where if there aren't any other options, then I guess society is the only option. Especially since it seems like it's physically difficult to do Sure.
So I pulled up the Google search image of the building and it appears, and I can't tell if it's because the building just needs a good power wash or if it is, it appears as if the grout work on the front of the building has the potential to be darker than the actual terracotta stone that we're looking at. And it appears as if it might already have that contrast built in. And so aesthetically, like for me, it's like, okay, so that contrast is there, and then you have the dark, and we're tying in the modern. And just because we referenced the Hartford building, that's not gonna go away. And so matching some pieces around town might not actually hurt. It might end up blending that Hartford building in more because we can't undo anything, and it's there, and it is modern, and the science center has tied in the gray. And so if we bring the gray maybe onto this building, then we have some continuum starting to work throughout the downtown, merging the old with the fresh and new. And so maybe that's not such a, you know, the dark gray. And so maybe then we start this continuum of merging modern and historic, and there's opportunities then to do that when the white building comes down over here and, you know, with the train station, and then it just becomes this mesh of old and of historic and brand new modern. And this might be an opportunity to merge the two.
Angela, do we have two different possible motions here? One for the cover of the building, one for.
I would say about one motion, because we're just gonna approve the material, so if we approve the material and give them the option of color, or choose a color that you prefer, build that into the motion.
Okay, so what, my color is still sticking with dark gray, I prefer that. I mean, not dark gray. The color of the font.
Color the front.
So that's my preference, but, right?
So I agree with you, $300,000 is like a prohibitive amount. I want to really come. On the other hand, you know, just looking at that color chart, it looks like there's a number of options that you might be able to choose. You know, I don't want you to make a commitment now. I think that's kind of moving to tell you to do that. But on the other hand,
We can only make recommendation.
I'm sorry.
We can only make recommendation.
We can make a recommendation there. Yes, we can make a recommendation that they,
We can make
do some homework. Let's put it that way. And take a look and see what, you know, what works, and sort of send a message to Angela. And so I'm gonna propose that as I mean,
Take a look at all the different colors.
yeah. Yeah, you know, I think you hear that we're very supportive.
Yeah,
No, I mean, we're not, but we've also got, you know,
I didn't want to bring a whole color chart here. I didn't know how depth this went.
understood, very understood.
Yeah.
But, you know, as the chair said, we have a responsibility. Basically, we've got a responsibility in the ordinance that says that we are to enforce very strongly enforce the characteristic colors of the village, the downtown especially.
One question would be, if you approve the materials, then would that be another month to come back and get the color approved?
I don't know. No, yeah, you get to strike your head no, so I
I mean,
think
it could be, I guess that's up to you if you want to come back, but.
I need to make it back.
I would not be proposing to make you come back here. I would like you to come back to the village and have a discussion with our representative about that discussion. And
Yeah,
so,
before you get the building permit, I can
there you go.
make sure that everyone's informed and
Because you're right, you don't want to pay you guys. Right? You know.
Well, the month was just, we're coming.
Oh, yeah. Understand?
And if I might say something, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, realistically, when you're coming down Dixie, towards the ridge, you only see 10 feet of that building is there. And that's before you even up on it, and then you're up on it, and you're focusing on the traffic, like, so anything there is gonna be a nice improvement. Nice to have a smooth wall, or, perfectly done ephes, or, stucco or something, but, this siding look is basically is an alley. Yeah, basically.
Mr. Commissioner Shea, couple points. I like the white, for several reasons. You do have a very good point, but it's very small points. It is an alley. A darker colored siding is to make that alley even darker. Okay, and remember, we're looking at a sample that's 18 inches by 4 inches, and you can't get a real sense of what that's going to look like. So I think we should just let them do the color they like, the dark gray. And it certainly won't show the, think about a white siding in an alley. Think about the roads, salt and what's that stuff, debris that comes up off the pavement. I think white would be appropriate.
Well, I think we.
So you don't like the way I'm doing it?
No, I don't like the gray. Excuse me, I misspoke.
Okay.
All right, well, let me see if I can. Adding to the motion, maybe, would be the words with a recommendation to discuss final color choice. The village prior to installation. Or you said part of the zone.
All right.
Did I say that? Angela said prior. Okay.
You do have to be willing for stuff, though, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. Anything else from anybody else's issue? No. All right, then, we have a motion for approval of facade improvements to the north face of 18027 Dixie Highway. An application by Ryan Cahill Building and Roofing with the recommendation to discuss the color choice with the village prior to the building permit. So, second. All right. Take a roll call, please.
Member Clark,
I approve.
member Court,
Yes.
member Sheffield,
Yes.
member Seth,
Approved.
Chairman Rhino.
Yes. All right, congratulations.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, did that include the chimney?
Yeah, you already said you're taking that down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all part of
Yes.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you very much. Bob. Appreciate you here. Oh, yeah, okay. And then,
How long does that take for your order?
having have a color, I think the grades come in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something. White, and it's they weren't. Yeah. Okay. Just curious, but I usually, we're really far behind it, we order it all, I have butter shop. And I spray themselves. It's one, 15-year guarantee is too close.
And then basically you can do, they will allow you to do it and still back it?
Yes.
Okay, now it's their thing.
Yes.
Okay,
Right, because they don't even, they don't pay it themselves anymore either, we ship out Chevrolet.
okay.
It's for your dad, and then that's not the warranty on the product, not warranty on the product, it's just. Sure. She's a, what's it always have, they're gonna give us a color. Very loose.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I think they got better. I had one job where it was 3 months back order.
Okay, right, yeah, well, the supply chain is opened up.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
All right, after old business. Get inside.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I can check that one.
Angela,
Is there anything, the updates with the ordinance?
Yeah, we have to get started again. We are hopefully hiring, fingers crossed, making a job offer next week to someone to replace Valerie's position. And so once we have another staff person in place, I want to start. We'll look at the possibility to really do this.
You guys are talking about what do you think?
Huh?
Can't also grow up when you bring back.
I know, she was great.
Pretty good.
She had to replace with her. We'll put it out again in the next month.
all these old things like the train station's coming along, right?
Train
It's gonna be going up soon.
Yeah.
This is going up soon.
Mhm.
Okay, and the Hartford, we know about that. Do we know when that's gonna, when are the apartments?
They are open.
They're open?
Yeah, they've already got people living there.
Wow.
They opened last Friday. Did a ribbon cutting, they're done, we did a tour. So they, think they have 8 units are occupied right now. But they're, so they had 8 people, 8 or 11 people were there over the weekend. So they are, declining.
So,
How many are in there?
Hmm?
How many apartments are?
36.
And when is the restaurant? I think,
34 is under construction. They were wanting to be open by October. I'm thinking that's not going to be the date, but they are working in there. And
what about this goes back. Almost you guys were on this commission. When we approved the look being fixed or the look of at Pearson's Bakery, that spot there, I was there today just driving through my driveway. It looks terrible. I mean, it's literally, it's gonna fall on people's heads.
I know.
Oh, the sign, framing.
Underneath it,
Oh, I
it's got holes in it, it's hanging down, it's gonna fall on someone's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is right now in code enforcement.
There's something.
Yeah, they never did the work, so they are. Going through the code enforcement process to try to improve it. But yeah, they came here a while.
That was wild. But it was- I couldn't help driving, I couldn't help seeing it. There's balls.
you know, that whole building, Angela, is, kind of reminds me of the Toronto building. It's just got so many issues of maintenance and, you know,
Yeah.
as he indicates, you know, that stuff's just falling apart, and so accident just waiting to
I
happen.
know.
Can we go in there and do it and charge him?
Right.
We gotta get home rule.
We're not done right. Yes.
If they approve, not, put something in there saying that not approved for occupancy,
That's on Pearson's Bakery.
Yeah, Pearson does not approve right.
okay, one sign.
We are actually not allowing anyone new to move into that building. So they fix.
Ostensibly,
Anybody seen the door, any door bed outside? Yeah.
Yes, I did, mention that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking for that. I didn't see it.
I was having fun.
Oh, okay.
And it's a stained piece of wood.
It looks nice.
Looks over the fence on the west fence and on the gate. And it catches your eye.
It does. I saw it the other day when I was driving by. I wanted to take a picture of it when I, of course, was driving, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
and you see them,
That is going up quickly.
That's why I can't believe in the last week how much.
Yeah, you know, it's running very, like,
you know, when you steal from or to. Okay.
the thing of steel frame, I believe.
Parking.
Construction. Parking garage is the,
Buffalo Wild Wings, I haven't seen you do anything there yet.
not yet.
You know how much longer it's gonna be.
I don't know.
You know what I said last time, Dave? It's still a mess. It's not like you did like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, anybody else have anything old, any old business anybody wants to talk about? New business, Brian?
Yeah, I mentioned to Angela and Bill actually a while ago. I think it would be very helpful to me, and we also have a number of new members on the Commission. If you were able to take like a Busman's holiday Saturday morning tour kind of a thing, sort of the things that we have approved, and take a look at the signage, or take a look at, we've all just had serious questions about where does that go, so for us to get an update on those kind of things, I think would be very helpful to me.
What would the purpose be for that? I'm not trying to, I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's what the purpose.
I'm having a hard time answering. I'll try to answer it myself. I think there's a number of them, and they're all sort of small, but together they're. So
Maybe
the
some
first
one
one is,
use the new ordinance.
I feel like it might be good to give us perspective on sign ordinance and appearance.
Something you did add.
And yeah, and it might be a good exercise with whoever we have starting, just as an introduction and so.
oh, there you go. The other one is, there's as buildings get built and things get put on them and decisions get made, they get made. And sometimes they get made according to what they agreed to 12 months ago. Sometimes they don't. And maybe we can catch that nip in the bud.
The maybe that they don't sometimes has to do with which is the advisory commission for and working on do anything that we say or anything that we want to. And in fact, shit, they have on done things.
On the signs, right?
Yeah, so we can add, I think it's a good idea. The purpose of that is to try to find some information to add to the ordinance to improve the ordinance.
Yeah.
So that's something to listen, but. When I was on the appearance commission, or when I was the chair of the beautification commission, we used to pull out the, I'll tell you what to call the bus later. And we'd all get on the bus and we drive around town and we'd spend 4 hours looking at all.
And they still do that.
They still do that?
I had no idea that they did that until John Schaefer told us that it's happening, that that's how they choose the beautification awards. They literally drive all around.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if we could do it, the entire mission, because it has to be a public meeting if there's more than 2 of you. So we have to do it in shifts.
Really?
So you didn't break those.
Is it just a commission and not a committee?
You have to follow the rules of the Open Meetings Act, and so anytime more than 2 are discussing.
If whoever comes to our meetings, if we announce it though, we're good, right?
You have to have public action, and we don't think that. It has to be a public meeting. Like right now, we're. I think this is public.
Okay.
Maybe we can. Put the Zoom in our car.
I noticed that Saturdays are completely out for me, so I would be down for a different, because my working hours are complete opposite of anybody else.
Oh, yes.
I work with you guys all doing work.
We're on.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, and I honestly, the most recent ones like the Hibbing building and the construction company, you go to pick up a pizza from Aurelio, just quick glance, see, okay, nothing's going on yet. So just on my own, I checked out the different sites.
Sure.
I think it's a good exercise, and we should figure out how to do that during our appearance planning process. And we could do it with a few people.
Even if we just had like some kind of checklist that we agreed upon, like over the next month. We're going to visit X, Y, and Z and look for these things, and then come back and if there are some really specific things we want to follow up on. Or even if, as we're going through this updating of ordinances and the appearance commission, if there are some specific things we want to look at or be responsible for, then that takes care of it.
Notices.
Yeah. Well, Angela's grabbing notes, right?
Ideas and stuff.
Oh,
Okay, all right, well, is there anybody else, does anybody else have anything before we do business? All right, then, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:54. So. Second. Right, what's to say?
Brian, not leaving.
I did two motions already.
That's your limit.
Let's do it where you call. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All, aye. We are adjourned.
All right.
Thank you. Once again. And I think I mentioned this before, but November, if we have a November meeting, I will not be.
Not here, November, okay.
Two daughters getting married in Kentucky. Congratulations. Oh, that's the money there.
We like it. We like that.